I'm taking a clean brush, another one of the crappy brushes. This happens to be a round, but you can use a flat or a filbert, I don't care. And we're going to start putting on some of the midtones, and to make the midtone, I'm going to use a little yellow-ocher. The reason I picked a clean brush, because this is, I didn't want to get too much mud in it. And I'm just actually going to start scrubbing this into the light area.
What's that word you keep using? Scrumbling?
I use the word scumbling, it's actually scrubbing. I really should have said scrubbing. Okay. We're going to cover something called scumbling in about 3 or 4 weeks, which is a finishing technique. This is basically scrubbing. I'm actually just scrubbing these yellow-ocher into the areas that are going to be the lightest areas. And the idea is if you look at those objects, that you can actually see that the yellow-ocher is actually pretty close to the mid-tone color in the goblets and coffee pot or whatever that thing is. What'd you say it was?
Samovar.
Samovar.
Russian tea.
You're making that word up.
Actually,
No,
I think
it's
that's
on the
actually
train.
a Turkish coffee pot.
You see now my underpainting is almost already dry. I mean I'm scrubbing this in. You notice I'm not.
Is that about equal white and equal?
I'm using right now I'm using pure with a clean brush, pure yellow-ocher, and I'm going to put the white in at the very end.
Okay.
Right now I'm just using pure yellow-ocher.
And you're not thinning it down at all?
No, I want it opaque now because my underpainting is almost dry, believe it or not. So I'm just scrubbing it in. I mean, by scrubbing it in, I'm thinning it down.
And you said where it's the lightest.
Again, I'm just trying to get coverage right now. I'm trying to get approximate coverage with the right colors. So I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I could just overlap. See, now I got it pretty thick, and now I'm scrubbing it in.
And this is not thinned down with turpentine?
No. Well, no, I'm actually using some medium now. I'm not using turpentine anymore. I'm actually using the medium because I want it a little thicker.
You mean the Neo...
The Neo Mega Glue.
Mega Glue.
Oh. Well,
So-
we don't have to do that today, do we?
What would I use? What would be the
Whatever, probably the standard acrylic matte medium. You have it.
medium?
Yeah, use a matte
I
medium.
got that.
It's the standard stuff.
I didn't bring any of the Neo stuff today.
You're welcome to use some of mine.
I didn't think we'd get that far. So.
I didn't think we were gonna get that far either, but
That was my main.
you guys are really cranking it. So I decided and this is still an underpainting stage. You're gonna actually get to establish the color pattern, start establishing the color pattern. So when you start reworking it next week, you can actually just paint over and build on what you have. Now what I'm doing now is I'm actually going in a little bit thicker, right near the edge where I'm going to have where the light is hitting the hardest and where I'm going to have the most light. So when I go in a little thicker, again I'm still using pure yellow-ocher, but you can see how bright it's now getting at the edge because I'm going in with thicker paint. So I'm actually using pure paint now on top of what I already have. Okay.
Dan, I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused. We started with just the ochre, and then we added the neoglib, or were you adding neoglib to start with?
No, I started initially with just straight yellow-ocher and a little mega neoglib, just so I could spread it.
Just
Okay.
a dab.
And then I just spread it over the light areas. Mm-hmm. And then I came back in and I used pure ochre,
Okay, so we start with the neoglib, and then we kind of transition to
Right.
just pure.
I haven't gone into the turpentine or turpenoid at all. It's
Okay.
dirty anyway. I don't want to dirty this.
Right.
Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to take some white. Okay? I haven't even cleaned my brush. I'm not cleaning my brush.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take some white. And I'm actually going to just punch in I'm actually going to start punching in the highlights, believe it or not.
I have 2 things here. I have glazing medium and matte gel.
You want matte gel.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
See how easy that is?
Okay.
And I haven't committed really to anything yet. This is still the underpainting stage. Okay, cut it, Nick.